What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I wanted to go through as we wait for FC26. Obviously, we know the disaster that is eFootball and what's transpiring with that. It's a mobile game, guys. That's how I got to say it. Obviously, they've put a lot of focus in. It's a very good game as far as mobile goes. I believe they're even beating out FC. I don't really know. To me, the mobile games are too restricted. Like for me, mobile's like, okay, you're not around a console. You play to pass the time, waiting for an appointment or something. You know, when you're not home. Console is where true football happens because you can. It's more diverse. It's more, the ability is wider spread for you to control a game and to actually dive in and play and have a skill gap with your opponent, which is where eFootball struggles and why it's such a bad console game, because it's a glorified mobile game on the console. It drove me crazy all the time when people would say eFootball is just a mobile game. It's just as if like it started as a mobile game and they just pushed it on the console. eFootball is the descendant of PES, which goes way back, almost as long as FIFA. It was a console game far before cell phones were even, back in the beeper days type of stuff. So, no, eFootball is the descendant of PES. Then they turned it to a mobile game. It's just that the mobile side must be so that successful, or it works for Konami better because it's easier to produce, or who knows, whatever reason. On the mobile side, you can actually say it's a good game because there isn't the ability to do a lot of the things that eFootball would have to do to make their game good on console, if that makes sense. With that said, though, what about UFL? What about UFL? I mean, I told you guys what was coming, and then I literally forgot about the game. I would have done a checkup earlier just because, believe it or not, when the game was brand new is when I started my channel. I got to number 10 in the world. I liked how wide open the game was. I saw that I could help players out tactically, technically, helping people understand how to be successful at the game. And that's literally what I started my channel around. You go to my earliest videos, I was using the speaker on my controller. I was like shy, standoffish, didn't know what was going on. And but I was a top player in the world, and I was passionate about the game. And so a lot of the following that is here now, that we've all moved on to bigger and better things because UFL just crashed and burned. A lot of that comes from UFL though. So I always had this like special, it's going to sound cliche, special place, for UFL, where I didn't want to leave anybody that was still playing hanging, just because I started there and there's some great people over there. But I think some people just didn't want to face the fact that unfortunately UFL is a pipe dream. Like, it could have been great, but strikers failed. Now, why am I talking about all this? Well, we're about to look at something. So if I go here, UFL, I have to put soccer game, because if you put UFL football game, the American football shows up. Now watch this. Let me get you guys a screen showing up here. Hold on. There we go. Now if you check this out, okay, there's nothing. Months ago, right? 3 months ago. What's the game been around? 8 months or something like that? I don't know how long the game's been around exactly. An honest review, so 7 months ago. But there's nobody. Now remember, there was like Dagger, who I always would play against, would whoop. He didn't have any soccer sense. He was the type of content creator I didn't like, because all the BS he would spew, and almost like I felt like he was part of the problem. Always showing all the shortcuts, all the stuff that was making the game a joke. And but he was like the only other English speaking content creator, and he stuck to the game because he can't play FC. He tried like I'll never forget it, like one day. He was terrible, right? because you actually have to have skill to play FC and even eFootball. People like that can't touch the game. And I didn't like how he was like selling snake oil to people acting like he knew football. And other than that, there was no other creators. So UFL was left in really bad shape. When I left the game, I tried to warn people. Then there was this other, I think it's Pantera was his name on here. And again, not a good football player, but he was like a good UFL player. He would see all the broken stuff, then he would use it well. And I tried to tell him, like, this isn't going to help the game. This is what's going to help the game. Crash. Here, UFL. And, like, these guys, like, didn't believe me or something. It's like, I guess when you don't know, you don't know. But now they're all gone. I mean, they're all gone. This is... I don't know if that's him or not. Road to 400 subs. I don't know if this is the guy or not. It might be, but... 381 subscribers. Let's hear. I've never heard the guy to know, but... So you see, so this is up to 3 weeks ago.
Yo, what's up, boys? Welcome back to the channel. Boys, in today's video, we're going to be discussing how I'm doing in ranked and how I feel towards the game now, and as well as, an update on my current team, and basically just wanting feedback from you guys on, certain things I'm about to discuss in this video regarding my team. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's get started.
So let's check this out. This will give us a good idea where the game's going. Then we'll hop in and play a little bit. But yeah, everything's gone. Like, nobody's playing. So there's some behind the scenes stuff that I can't really talk about. Couldn't really talk about. But the game has been in bad shape. Put it that way. The writing's on the wall. But the bottom line is, like, I could see that. And I was putting stuff out there. And I think a lot of people that were maybe on the higher up part that were playing the game and that could have possibly started spreading content and, like, kind of doing what I was doing. And by no means am I a big content creator, but all the biggest ones left. So in the sense of UFL, I was a big content creator, English speaking for sure. Just because there's nobody. And you see, I looked up UFL. This is the only thing out there. Now I know, like, I think there was some, there's obviously non-English speaking content creators out there. That probably cover UFL a little bit, but the numbers overall are horrible. I know one of my buddies, Kevin Pedro, buddies from the internet, I should say. He's a member of OGFC, former #1 in the world in UFL. Pretty cool backstory. I won't say it like the whole thing because I've said it a few times, but came on to my first stream ever, thanked me for my tactics, and was telling me how he got to #1 in the world with him. Just casually, like, yeah, I'm the best player in the world. And he was using my tactics and stuff. So it was cool, man. So he's a huge supporter, and I'm a huge fan of him. I know whatever game he commits to. He's been playing eFootball and FC, and I tried to tell him eFootball's headed down that terrible path of UFL. Just, if I were you, I'd play FC because they don't want to have another disappointment. So FC 26 is looking amazing. And since then, I haven't talked to him too much, but these companies are just idiots, man. I don't know what else to say it. They make so many dumb decisions, and now you see what happens. You have a 400 subscribers. So this was a member of my community, let's say, in UFL. And then I encourage it, like, it's cool that he started a channel. It's got to be him. There can't be, he added the too cold part, but Pantera, yeah, it's got to be him. But less than 400 subscribers, right? And this is the only English-speaking content creator. You look up UFL soccer, this is what you find. I don't know what happened to Dagger's stuff. I don't know what happened to his videos. Did he get banned? Did he quit the game? Did he see it was going under? If anybody knows, leave it in the comments section. But let's see this. 7 days ago, crap. Can you make a guide on how to defend? Yeah. How do you see the game? Let's read this. I enjoy the game. I know some people don't like it, but to be honest, I'm enjoying it. Game is nowhere, but it's a big improvement to last patch they had. Hopefully they can... Yeah, dude. So this, and I'm not trying to hate. It's just when I was playing UFL, I was trying to tell people like this, like, bro, using all the broken shit is not helping the game, dude. All you're doing is spreading broken shit. I was trying to tell him and Dagger, you're just making the game more of a joke. You're going to make more people leave the game. Nobody's going to stumble upon these videos and say, oh, I want to play UFL when you're using everything broken. I'll give you an example. Let's say FC wasn't a big, huge game. It's brand new, and then you have a certain amount of content creators that are trying to get more people to play, help people who are playing out. And you come in and they teach you, okay, here's how you L1 sprint boost. Okay, here's how you can make command delay worse for your opponent, right? Teaching like lag spiking. Here's a glitch shot. If you take a shot from this angle every time, a Trivela from right here, most likely you're going to score. Here's how you park the bus. Here's how you don't defend yourself but win the ball. Everything that's wrong with the game, everything that they remove, by they I mean EA Sports removed from 26, but you have content creators teaching that stuff. Or showing gameplay where that's all the stuff they use. Right? Tacklebacks. Like, guys, don't worry if you're playing a good opponent. Just kick the ball into them or dribble into them. And you'll have the ball will go bouncing around ping pong style. And you can end up many times getting through on goal. So just don't worry about connecting passes or dribbles right into your opponent. It's just everything that's broken. Tacklebacks, glitch shots, lag spiking, everything. That's kind of what these guys were doing with UFL. Even though this broken stuff was so powerful in UFL that the most successful players could be those guys who played like idiots like that, but it wasn't helping the game overall. To help the game overall, you needed players to actually play football. At the very least, you know, the few content creators there were could have went that route, but this idiot would never do it, and now look where he's at, right? I mean, you gotta think there's no other English-speaking content creators. Under 400 people subscribed, and you're looking at like 1,000 views of video when there's nobody else covering this game. Right? It's not like he's covering FC where there's a million people, or eFootball, which not as much as FC, but still has a good amount of content creators, English speaking and otherwise, especially otherwise, but nonetheless still a good amount. This is UFL. There's nobody else. So a game can't survive. You can look at these numbers and just see that a game can't survive, right? So it just sucks to see this, but it's like, what do you expect to happen? So let's keep listening to this, though, and just see the BS to try to get people to play this terrible game.
And there's still a lot you want to accomplish. And then we'll play ourselves. Whether you're looking to advance your career or launch a new one, DeVry can help give direction to your dreams.
Being a good, skilled football player is not synonymous with being a good UFL player.
Yo, what's up, boys?
That's
Welcome
one of the
back to the
biggest
channel,
problems.
boys. In today's video, we're going to be discussing how I'm doing in ranked and how I feel towards the game now, and as well as, you know, an update on my current team, and basically just wanting feedback from you guys on...
By the way, guys, I'm going to let you in on a little game just because that popped up. If you got YouTube Premium or whatever the heck it is to, like, download videos, there's free converters, okay? Use a converter like this. Take that down if you want to download videos but you don't want to pay for YouTube Premium. Just a little free game there. Save you some money. One sec. Alright, so let's see.
Yo, what's up, boys? Welcome back to the channel, boys. In today's video, we're going to be discussing how I'm doing in...
Sorry about that. Alright, here we go.
Ranked and how I feel towards the game now, and as well as, you know, an update on my current team, and basically just wanting feedback from you guys on, certain things I'm about to discuss in this video regarding my team. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's get started. So boys, as you guys can see, I have just managed to hit the Premier Division. I'm ranked number 39. My record is 33 wins, 8 draws, 4 losses. Luckily, it didn't take me that long to get into the Premier Division, boys. Before this match that I lost against FC Whitehorse, I was on a crazy winning streak, unbeaten streak, I should say. I think my last loss was all the way down here. Yeah, down here. And then my other 2 losses came in the beginning of the game. So I actually don't even count these as losses just because I was kind of, learning the game still, learning the new patch. And once I started picking up the patch and, setting my new tactics formations, I really got a hang of it. And yeah, this guy yesterday, unfortunately, did beat me. This one was more of I wasn't like, he is a good player, but it was more like his style. Like, you know how they say in UFC or boxing, like styles make fights. Well, in this game, let's say styles make games. This guy, his style was just not for me. He beat me fair and square, and GG to him. I think he had a pretty good record too. But yeah, he was a really good opponent.
I'm sorry, I gotta just say this real quick. This is where, like, you gotta really watch who, like, the shit that you listen to and see if people know. Bro, I almost don't even want to dive into it. This one, I don't even count it as a loss because you know how they say styles make fights? Well, styles make games too. And this guy's style, it just wasn't for me. So yeah, he beat me fair and square. But you started off by saying I don't really count this as a loss because his style was good. Like, what the fuck did you just say, bro? And this was always the case. I'd go back and forth with this idiot, and it's just like it was like talking to a door, and you're seeing why. I don't really count this as a loss because styles make games, and his style just wasn't for me. But he beat me fair and square. And I'm assuming maybe what he's getting at, but he's too pussy to say, is like the dude used nothing but glitches. But guess what? That's the overall problem with this game in the first place. And that's like the biggest thing that drives this game to the ground, It doesn't matter how much you try to hide it, how much you try to play the game and then talk only about the football stuff and act like you'll see when I play what I'm talking about. The litany of broken shit doesn't exist, but then people are going to go play themselves and they're going to say, yeah, no way. You can't bullshit people, man. That's the problem. These content creators are idiots and they try to be bullshit artists. And I would have showed you the dagger shit's way worse. This dude's way better. The dagger, the other dude that would play, and he had like, I was just starting, but I think he had like 3.5 million, he wishes, 3.5K subscribers or something. So bigger than me, been doing it for years longer. And then I came in and just started whooping him, and I could tell right off the bat he didn't know football, but like, it would drive me crazy because part of the reason I started this channel is because there's so many bullshit content creators that people don't know any better. They're looking for guidance, and these people can lead them just down they're snake oil salesmen. So I listened to, for instance, like a dagger, and the videos are removed, or I was going to show you on this stream. You'd listen to the shit on the game, and he would go, here's my tactics, guys. I'm playing a 4-4-2. So you see these 2 strikers, you want to score goals with them. You see these midfielders, you want to pass the ball. If you do pass the ball and it goes to your teammate, you can really be successful. So that's why I like the 4-4-2 on the defense. We're going with 4 defenders. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. We tried to, with the defenders, we want to not let the opponent score, and I don't let many goals up. So 4-4-2, this is a great tactic. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. See ya. I swear to you. You think I'm bullshitting, and like I did like jokingly go to that like extreme, but it was around that nature to where if you know football even at all a little bit, but you would be surprised how many people don't, and they play because they just like the game, and so they look up how to play the game, tactics, whatever, and you got idiots like this, and they lead you down a terrible path where you're not learning anything, you're not playing the right way, and like it's just crazy, man. It's crazy that there are people out there that know so little about the game that would listen to these guys, but it happens, man. And that's, shows you where UFL is, because It looks like Dagger went under too. Unless something else happened, I'm sure we'll get a comment explaining that, just because having those roots in UFL, I'm sure, or I'm hoping, people pop up from the old days that might have still stuck to this game. And we'll get the scoop. But let's keep listening. That just reminded me of all that fake bullshit I hear all the time. And it's kind of how this player plays, too. Very, very, like, any glitch to win. And it's like, well, that's just part of this game.
Messed up my freaking winning, my unbeaten run. I was kind of upset about it, but it is what it is. He was a good player. But yeah, boys, I've managed to hit the Prem Division. And let me show you guys the team I used to get into the Prem Division. This is the team, boys, I have been using to help me get into the Prem Division. As you guys can see, I have managed to pack superstar Kylian Mbappe. Just incredible. And you guys won't believe how I packed him. Let me show you guys how I packed this card. As you guys can see, I have managed to pack this card from Skin Lab. Just incredible. And that just shows that I always say this to my Discord, and I'm saying it to you guys right now. Open your damn Skin Lab packs. I know some of you guys are going to be like, oh, they're not worth it. I don't get nothing. Open tons of packs. Boys, it doesn't matter. If you guys still have particles, open your packs. You never know. Like, you think in a million years I would ever think of packing Kylian Mbappe? Hell no. Hell no. Like I said, I spent some money, and after I did, I was like, okay, no more. I'm not going to spend any more money. I said that in my recent video, my last video actually. I said I wasn't going to spend any more damn money on this game.
Well, you're screwed because their system only revolves around the same exact players that are maxed out, but their skins expire, and then you have to get more skins. It's one of the biggest issues in the game. These players can't get any higher ranked, or if they can, just barely. Then the skins can boost them up ranking-wise, but all they do is they have you buy skins, then they expire the skins, then buy some more, then expire them, and it's your same team because you already got all the best players in every position. That doesn't change. There's no legends. There's no nothing. That's why the game was dead before it started. But people like this, they would rather lie to their viewers. So people who don't know any better don't understand there's nowhere to go. One of the biggest draws to these ultimate team type modes, which is why the yearly reset, even like eFootball players, we get to keep our players, you idiots. Now look what they did. Oh, we get to keep our players. I had the Schneider from last year in eFootball. Guess what happened? They released a new one with 2 Showtime skills. So now, guess what? You either buy the new Schneider or any other player that they are adding more skills, more attributes, or you have the version that isn't the best. So, of course, you're going to have your players who are committed to the game. They're going to keep buying the better players, just like players in UFL are going to keep buying the better skins. In FC, you don't have that because every year there's a reset. So you buy the game, you get the coins, or even if you put in money, you build your team throughout the year. That's part of the skill off the pitch, is building your team properly, choosing the right SBCs, choosing the right players to purchase on the transfer market, and make coins off of them. Don't buy players that then crash and you lose coins. The players lose their value. There's a skill to it. And every year, the power curve goes, you start with a low team and go up, then you restart. And who's it going to be that you pack this year? Who's going to be the big SBC, right? And that's like the big thing. What evolutions are going to help me keep players that I like and get to the top using, my strategy as a manager, basically an ultimate team, as well as a player. UFL and eFootball doesn't have that. Yeah, you keep all your players. So then you have them, you play, then boom. They recycle players but make the next one better to try to get you to spend your money again. And they do that over and over and over. But there's no real team building, right? So you can keep all the players you want, but they just sit there and collect dust and don't play eventually. Same with this UFL. It's just in skins, right? Now you have all the best players. Now what? I guarantee this dude's had this team forever because people have maxed out their teams for months and months now. And all there's is to do for UFL Strikers, the development company for UFL, to keep making money. They just put an expiration date on these skins and release new ones, and then release new ones. So when this dude says, well, I put money in, I finally said I'm not going to put any more money. What happens when these skins expire? And now Mbappe doesn't have, Mbappe or Dembele, they have these skills, which really, guys, all they did was speed up certain mechanics. Like, for instance, if you get this card that you see on Mbappe right here, if you get it on, let's say, Upamecano's got one, they would just make it to where he could slide tackle over a greater distance, or a standing tackle. The AI animation covered a longer distance, like the finesse shot that they call like a special finesse shot with the skin that Mbappe has. All they did was speed up the finesse shot and make the goalkeeper have lower attributes against the shot. So basically, the finesse shot goes in a vast majority, if not every time. That's all they did. But they only gave it to certain skins to try to force you to buy them. But then the skins are going to expire, and then guess what? They're going to add these skills to other skins. So you either are way behind in the game because now you don't have the speed boost or the special shot that always goes in or whatever. And so you either got to decide to keep spending money on skins, or you're just going to have a team that's not, that you've been working on, that you finally have all the best players, but you don't have the skins to make them the best team. It's a money grab to the full. And there's no way that people like this Pantera don't see that. Or if they don't, no offense, but then you shouldn't be making content, right? Because there's people out there, unfortunately, that are following your dumbass straight into the ground, right? At least explain, like, when you put money in, treat it like it's disposable. Like, you're going to get candy. You're going to eat the candy, then that's it. That money's gone. You invested it so you could have a treat, right? But when you buy these skins or buy players in eFootball and you promote it as, guys, it's not like FC, there's not a reset. You keep all this. It's so much bullshit because you're going to have to keep spending if you want to keep up. It's not like you get these skins, now you're good. Or you get whatever player in eFootball, now you're good. No, because they're going to keep elevating the new players with the motivation of, we need them to spend their money. And if you don't tell people the right way, they could end up wasting a lot of freaking money because they were looking for guidance and they trusted your dumb ass.
And, if I don't pack Mbappe, it is what it is. But if you guys don't know, I was on a hunt for this card. I really was. I was on a damn hunt. And lucky me, I managed to pack him from Skin Lab. And, I was so happy. I couldn't believe it. And like I said, that just shows you guys, open your damn Skin Lab packs. And if you guys are looking at my LP at the top right corner, I didn't spend money. I got that from Daily Challenges because I got 2 free Superstar packs from Challenges. And in one of them, I managed to hit the LP for 4,500. I got so lucky. My luck is just insane right now. And I managed to buy this kit. I've been wanting this kit for a while, but I've always told myself I wasn't going to spend 900 LP on a damn kit. But that was basically free LP because I wasn't going to open any more packs. So I managed to buy this kit. And yeah, boys, I'm just sitting on 3,000 LP, 600 CP. Yeah, so I have been very, very lucky. And, getting the LP, packing Kylian Mbappe. And in regard to the team, if you guys haven't seen my tactic video, go ahead and watch that. These are the same exact tactics that I've been using in that video. Very, very good tactics. I know I've gotten a lot of feedback from people that have been using them, and they like them a lot. So if you guys haven't seen the video, go check it out. But in regard to my team, I think everything is perfect. I've been switching players out here and there, trying out different players. But the only thing that's been bothering me, I feel like, is Nuno Mendes. I feel like Nuno Mendes, for the way I play this formation, he's not an attacking left back. So he's kind of been, I don't know, he's not bad. Don't get me wrong. The traits he has are really good, but I feel like I need more of a defensive left back. I really do. Let me show you guys who I have packed actually from getting promoted to the Premier Division. I got a free Dragon pack. And I actually have been on a hunt for this card as well. I managed to pack the Theo Hernandez. And I feel like his body frame, the way he's built, is better for my style of play because it's going to be a stay.
Okay, so nothing really on the game. He said he was going to talk about the game. I'm just seeing, your typical, review, but it's snake oil. So the best way to describe it is you've already got to the end game. Right? You have to boost these players up from lower ratings. Nobody's going to take a Dembele 97 and replace him with a Salah now. Nobody's going to take a Mbappe and replace it with a Haaland now. Right? Unless they come out with a Haaland skin and it's going to give them a super shooting boost where every shot goes in for sure, guaranteed just shooting it goes in, or something ridiculous. Okay, then you'll sit Mbappe out, which we know nothing like that's going to happen. And so you have all the best players in all the positions. Well, let's even just say for some dumbass reason you're willing to take out a 97 Valverde, just one player, and replace it with an 80 rated player for some stupid reason, and then you build that one player up. Well, there you go. That's the extent of what you have to do left in the game, right? And so this is all just filler to try to get people to play. I can't stand these type of content creators. Hence why there's nobody else left in the game covering it, and hence why he still can't do shit with his channel, because most people are seeing what he's doing. It's just a whole bunch of lies and bullshit to keep people playing a dead game. But I want to hear where he says right here, review on my career. Or at the beginning, he said he's going to talk about the game or what he feels about the game.
I just wanted to give an update on where I'm at with my team and how I'm doing regarding ranked. And yeah, keep an eye out for more videos coming. I'm going to be releasing a tier list video. I know some of you guys have been asking for that. An updated tier list video. That's going to be a very, very long video. I actually might make that with another YouTuber that plays UFL, so keep an eye out for that.
Who?
We've been talking about
Give me
it.
his name so I can go watch the video.
I have to get in touch with him, see if he wants to do it still, and try to figure out what time we can do it. But if not, I'll still release a video if he can't do it, boys. And as well as
All right, well, we'll just have to play ourselves. But look at this. I can't find anything else on the game. UFL, soccer. If I don't put football, or that it should come up. If I put UFL football, then obviously the American Football League will come up. But look, I mean, nothing. Months ago. Months ago. And that's it. Just months. It's all older stuff. I mean, that's crazy, guys. There's that one we just saw. There's one of my videos right here. And see, there's so little. It's always around this same mark, the 1K mark. Because there's nobody else covering it, English speakers. So you always, I notice that it's like the same 1,000 people are like watching each of these videos just trying to cling on to something. And there's just nothing going in this game. So here's my team. I don't play the game, obviously. But you see I have the same rating as him. As his Mbappe, and he plays the game. That's all he plays, right? So this skin is what does it. Now I want to show you something. Look at the expiration date. The additional bonus is only valid until 9/12, which is coming up. And then they're going to try to get you to get more skins. This one expires 9/12. For some reason, this one's 9/30. This one's 9/12, 9/30, 9/12, 9/12, 9/12. These are regular skins, so they don't expire. This one 9/12. So most of them are 9/12. A couple expired 9/30. And you see, like, I don't play the game. So, and this is a second account too. So I fully, when I was just playing UFL, I fully upgraded my team all the way. That 91 was the former highest you could go. And then everyone was pretty much done. There's nothing else to do. And so they started adding these skins, which again is a big reason why the few people left in the game, a big chunk left too, because they saw what was coming. So you gave us a game where you didn't think long term. We already upgraded our entire team. Everyone's got all the best players in every position, so now that's pointless. There's no more team building. So now they just put these skins out, give you special skills and shit, expire the skins, and ask you to pay more to get more skins. It's the most flawed system. It's worse than eFootball, right? Because in eFootball, there is no special skills in the sense that, like, they have Showtime skills, yes, but not in this broken sense. Like, I'll go play and show you what I mean. This shot right here, okay, and there's a bunch of these across the board, but for the skin that I have, because I can show you, we'll talk about Mbappe. This shot right here, what's it called? Let me get to it. Hold on. Fast undercharged finesse shot. It's just they sped up a finesse shot and then nerfed the goalies against it. And that's what this game is full of, stuff like that. It's one of the big reasons why we're having this conversation right now. And this game can't be taken seriously. And then these wait times usually tell a good story too. I mean, I've seen them get as high as like, that was actually really good. These wait times get as high as like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes. At 10 minutes, it starts over. So, of course, that goes away. So let's see how long it takes to get a match. I noticed here too, this is one of the reasons I thought about the game. They're like decreasing the cost of players by 5% to 30%. My assumption is it's because no one's buying players anymore, because why? Everyone's got their teams fully stacked. Does it show you who you're playing? It doesn't. Hopefully they accept. Alright, Soy Hefe 98. We'll wear the red, we'll have them wear the white. I always like the customization part of UFL. I feel like they did that well. I think eFootball can actually take note from them. FC does good, it's more the license route, but their made up stuff is pretty decent too. So what the hell is this? I feel like this is going to be some type of glitch or something. We'll have to see. But I'm facing all 70 and he's in gold. I don't even know what division I'm in. Because I don't play. Because I haven't... We'll have to just see. But this player's in gold division with that team. So let's see what happens. So they have this pass lock system where every pass locks onto the player in the path. So if there's a defender in the way, even if you have a hole that you could pass through, you can't do it because the defending's like, or the passing system's so broken. Now, I don't know any of the new glitches or any of the crap that everyone's using. So, oh my god, what the fuck was that? You're in. See offsides? There's literally ways where you, like, I could give it to just Mbappe and have him just run and shoot the ball. Let's see if I can do it here. Oh my god, dude. It's when you go from playing on the other games and then to this, it's so like stiff, and I can't believe it's an actual like. Look at this. Look at this. It's not even like football. You cut left and right. I got to remember like the nonsense in the game. Like, see how you can't like play around angles. It's just like it's locked on. Look, there we go. Here's a special. That's the special shot. It just goes in. Period. That's that special shot. That's why the game is broken. So all they did was take a shot, make it go quicker, like sped up the speed of the shot, nerf the goalies. And so it's just, all I gotta do is take a finesse shot under a certain power point, which I think it's 40%. Under 40%, powered up under 40%, and I get basically an automatic goal. So that's what they have. They have skins like that to try to get you to spend your money. And so really I just gotta dribble around either with Mbappe or dribble around until I can find Mbappe, then shoot with him and win the game. That's it. See what I'm saying? Now, I think that was even higher than 40%, but some of these cards, including Mbappe, are just broken. And it's just a joke, dude. That's the whole game shit like that. Look at that. It was effortless. Just see you. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. And that's why it's pointless to play. What do people in general love about Ultimate Team? Building a team. Building the team. Like being excited over who you packed. You can't even, oh my god, I packed the skin. Like that's all you can get excited for. And you might not even have the player in this game. That's the thing. So, and the way eFootball and FC does it, it's exciting when you pack a player because you got that player. In this game, you could pack, like I could pack, I don't know, let's say I didn't have it, the Mbappe skin or a Van Dijk special skin. But if I don't have Van Dijk, the player, if he's not on my team, then I got to go spend actual money to then get what they call, I think, CP. I can't remember their name for it. But to where I can get the points and buy the player. Otherwise, I just got a skin. I can't even use it. So there's nothing exciting about... Oh my god. There's nothing exciting. And that's the other thing with defense. I remember that now is... it's not like skilled. You're not looking to like tackle the ball. There's no animations. You just got to wait till the player pushes the ball out ahead. Oh god, I tried to play it to my wing back and it was so... The passes will randomly go to other people sometimes. It's crazy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so it just sucks, guys. Believe it or not, this game, when it first came out, it was never polished, don't get me wrong, but it was wide open. It was fully manual, or as manual as you got with any of the games. And they changed it because, of course, the no-skill players complained. But if they would have kept towards that manual route, this very well could have been maybe the more like the new PES, the actual skilled football game that people like. But instead, they just went for like the glitch angle. It's just the dumbest thing in the world, man. That they went that route. Now, if they did go that route, I don't think they had a plan on what to do with this broken system they have. They didn't really think about team building, and once people max their teams out, it seems like the most they did is just try to come up with a way to keep people spending money, right? But this system was never going to work. Once you're maxed out, like it's like they didn't have an answer, didn't care. It's just about give us as much money as you can before we leave and the game goes under, basically. I mean, look at this shit. All right. They had a glitch this one time I'll never forget is all you had to do is buy Luca. He's like 7 foot tall, right? And they tried to change headers and they made it to where the taller player wins the header. That was the parameters. Forget about attributes, forget about all that. It was literally the tallest player is going to win. Look at that ball. The tallest player is going to win the header. And so Luca would just, you had an automatic goal with Luca. And on that shot right there, by the way, you know when you're going to score and when you're not before it shoots because it's all animation based. So there's certain angles that the goalie automatically saves it no matter what you do. So it's not really skilled shooting. And it's just crazy that even for as long as I did, I stuck to this. Now that I'm looking back, having played real football games now for a while, it's hilarious. Like, I think I just wanted the game to work out. Kind of like anybody who's still playing. Surely you're in denial. There's no way people can play this. But even me, after playing games, football games my whole life, after I played this for a while, it's like it was a familiar thing. So now I can cringe at all this crap in the game. But before, I wanted to try to, give my honest feedback to try to help spread awareness, and maybe strikers would fix the game, or at least do my part. And there's just no chance. This game's broken in about 100 different ways. See, all I'm doing is guessing where the ball's going to be. That's it. See that I couldn't play it in the angle because the defender was there as an automatic block. Just read where he was going. Oh, I wanted to try to give an up back through to the third man. See if that would have worked. Play it wide. That's that pass lock crap that I'm telling you about. Yeah, I think this might be this player's last game ever playing, I'd have to say. I don't think he's gonna, because at least in the other football games, the ball, I don't know. Anyway, so that's UFL right there. I can barely stand playing one game. But yeah, there's nobody covering this game anymore. There's nothing. It's just a whole bunch of shit. And so now you see, like, when you hear that review, if you don't know UFL already, that bullshit we just listened to, it's snake oil, man. It's a bunch of snake oil. You just try to get this Mbappe skin, which I packed in the same way he did. I had like all these extra cards that you could put in this skin lab thing that was new, so I tested it out, put a bunch of cards in, and I think it was on live, like the first, or no. Oh yeah, I packed the second one in the skin lab. The first pack that I pulled, I got that Mbappe or whatever. So 176 million. So let's look. So these are my players, right? Look what I'd have to go do. Why would I spend on any of these players? Why? It would be pointless. Like I said, unless you pack some special skin from one of them, then you can go buy them. But I could buy almost everyone. Salah's the only player that I'm a little under the tops. But I could get any player, the best player in the game. This is it. This is all you get access to. Then you just keep buying the skins and and trying to get them. Because you see how big of a cheat code it is. I mean, you have pretty much an automatic shot. It's like, if you guys remember the golden gun from 007, that's what Mbappe basically is. So when the next skins expire and they make another one of these skins, everyone's going to be buying the skins like idiots. So just really do some research. Now, if you have fun, you have fun. You can't help what you enjoy. But this is far from football. It's like a glitch contest, if you will. But I just wanted to see what was going on with the game. Later on, if you watch this and you have any idea what happened to Dagger, what happened to anybody, why is there, what's the update? How is it like? What's your experience like? when you're waiting for matches? How long is it typically? Yeah, just any feedback, because me playing these games doesn't show anything besides how bad the game is. But we're not going to get much info out of just playing a broken game, right? So let me know what you guys find. The last thing I'll say is, without going into too much detail, right? The reason why I even guessed to like go down the rabbit hole of wondering if this is a cash grab situation is because the way UFL was working before, and then the way they started just adding everything just to get as much money as they could. Not really strategically, nothing. Everything was just like, buy this, get money, discounts here to buy this. And it just felt like a fire sale, right? Everything must go. So all companies worry about then is recoup whatever they can. They already know it's going to be a loss. They already know this game's going to be done for. But the bare minimum they can produce to keep payroll low, right? To keep employees working low. So they go with the bare minimum that they can do. They get all the money that they can, then peace, they're gone. Right? You see it all the time with Steam games. You see it all the time, and UFL is right there. And then once I theorized that based on what I was seeing, that's when I got some behind the scenes scoop, if you will. So long story short is we will see what ends up truly happening to the game. One thing for certain that you can see is out of the 3 main football games, it's the worst by far. And I wouldn't really even rematch is bigger and more successful, but I would consider that a football niche. UFL, I would just consider it a broken game, a glitched out game. So we'll see what happens. But I know it's a short stream. I just can't be asked to play this nonsense. And like I said, if you have any info about anything I asked about, leave it in the comments section. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. We have a ton coming in the form of FC26, and I promise you, if you truly love football, you will love FC26. That's just the bottom line. If it was FC25, I'd tell you to run the other way because FC25 is terrible. EA Sports finally listened. The game looks and feels amazing. So if you are still one of the few players that just plays UFL, don't fear for not having a football game to play, because you have 2 options that are both way better. So there you go. There's my UFL update. I'll talk to you guys later.